Hello everybody, First Month is here, just with short update about my cold steel Gurkha Kukri Plus. What I found on this knife, as I said, this is probably a knife which I never sell if something really wrong didn't happen to me. I did some updates on it because firstly, see that I took a sandpaper and put some this strong, I would say, or sharp grooving on the handle down to keep my palm a little bit in better condition without the gloves, which I most of time do work with the knife, not all the time, but most of the time. What I did also is very important. I like choils. I'm going to make a video about choils, but for now, as you can see here, the star behind the guard, there was actually etched to somewhere up to here, and this is the widest part of the edge. So and there was really steep bevel, secondary bevel for the real edge, and it wasn't really usually good for slicing, which you normally expected. So close to your handle, you can do fine carving. Not on this knife. There is a video on YouTube. I hope it's still there. Somebody's used, I don't know if this plus version with the guard or just a standard version of the kukri, cold steel kukri. I mean, where he tried to find where the best point for carving is, and surprisingly it wasn't here, but it was somewhere here. Why? Because the angle, firstly, the edge tapers down. This is just where is this shoulder, as I said, this one. So under the shoulder down to the handle is 8 millimeters thickness, as they described in the cold steel page, but immediately it dropped to 7 millimeters and drops down to the tip. So point is, the problem is, so that where you expect to be the most slicey place for your carving, it is not. Why? As I said, because you got thinner blade actually here, a nice long sweep to the secondary bevel, which I convexed. Is not really bevel now, secondary bevel is convexed. So I said, okay, if that will be, I will think about this knife like about one tool option. I need to be ready, carve without that. You know, you can carve in this way, this knife. Oh, sorry. This is not really excellent piece of carving for carving, but do it in this way, and okay, you can do. But I think you agree this is not definitely the best way. You would like to do it in this way, because the point of balance of this knife is somewhere here. You are still a bit far from that, not that much, but still for the chopper good enough. And now you go to this position, so it will be definitely better if you can carve much more safely. Of course, you can do it in the other hand, in the stab this one into some wood and do it in this way. Of course you can, but again, it is just like, you know, compromise. Compromise. I don't know if this is same as in our language. I'm not sure. It's something you need to choose. You know, if you like one thing and another thing too, so you like to go somewhere in the middle to have something from these two sides. That's what I mean. I'm not sure if in English if this term means the same. Okay, so this one, I can do it in this way, and this is because I said I put the convex on it. It is nice. Or I can do it just regularly. As you can see, I didn't tell. There is I made a hole, small hole here, like for the sharpening. I don't say that hole, this one. Why? Because for the feeling. I feel that, as you can see where my finger is, I still got full the hole in the blade or edge is still full of that. I got a full space of that hole between my finger and the real edge. And because I'm using this one to press the index not down but cross to the handle, like overcross the guard from the other side. Sorry, I got something stuck in my torn. I like it this way, so I'm see that where my finger goes, so I'm not worried to fall down because I got a guard here which not allows me to go there and, you know, to stick my finger really to the edge. Why should I do that? Because when I grab the knife, it is like the other side. The finger want to go on the other side, so I'm not worried about that. I use that, and then if I use it naturally like this one, now I can really carve. Because what I did also, I show you. You know, I can grab it in this way also and use it in this to be a little bit stronger with the push without any problems, and then finish the task, go back and just use these small slices. So why I did it, as you can see, I hope, I changed the secondary bevel also. I put it into convex and make it high about 4 inches, 10 centimeters, somewhere here. So I changed the angle of this on both sides, of course, to here. So I got now nice, like slicey edge. Even this is the thickest part of the knife. I can use it in this way, because otherwise I really didn't there is a knot. Nice. I didn't use really this portion of the knife, because for what? When you chop, you chop. When you want to carve, then usually you go to the spot where you feel it is better to do. So of course, where it is nice, tiny, flattened edge. So you did it in this way, or as I said, stab it somewhere and do this one, which is good. It works, but you can see that. Okay, but doesn't matter. But why? You know, this one was like, for what is the edge on it? Because I never used that. Similar to me, like when you see on the original kukris with these, you know, there were 2 holes like that. Somebody said it's something with a religion. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, there was really a long part out of the handle before the real edge starts. If you don't know, please check out the original shape of kukris. Most of them, I would say 99% got the same. So you got a handle, but your real edge starts over here. So this is the spare portion. Now I put it into the work. Just make this one dull and round it. That's important. Made the hole with normal file, nothing special on it. The 01 isn't definitely that hard, and I don't know hardness of this. This is definitely not super hard knife. I mean 60 HRC, I don't think so. This is maybe 58, 57, somewhere like that, which is great and enough for that. I think is good, is better to have in this way, because it survives some abusing, which this one is. We can abuse this one. So, and of course I made a better grind, so that's important, because with the secondary bevel, that high secondary bevel, it won't work anyways. You know, you can rest that, but you still feel you need to put some awkward angle on it to do really, you know, hard slice. Then you need to push too much. This one, this one, if you go this, you do your normal angle when as you slice normally with your knives, absolutely normally, no, nothing wrong on it. So this is, I believe, very good, very good like update on it. I didn't change anything. That's interesting. On the on this sheet I didn't change anything. I like the sheet, it works perfectly, so nothing like that. So what I did on this knife, generally, as I said, I made the handle smooth, change the convex, change the grind here, put this one, make this one dull, round it, made a hole here. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger, so let add 1 millimeter more towards the tip, just to be a little bit more secure. I don't, it is not necessary, but just why not? And that's it. You know, that still works in that way as it is. And I do really hard job with this kukri. I do when we making fires or something like that. I'm chopping generally wood which we used, which is almost the heart, and of course not green. So seasoned oaks and hornbeams which are here, and some other, I can't remember the name. So these trees are here, we used for fire. So I'm using many times just this knife to say, I don't use even the saw because not I'm really lazy, but I want to practice my chopping ability, you know. So even with the hardwood I try to do this one, sometimes hard, sometimes light, you know. You don't want to break the edge, you must feel it. Sometimes you break it, sometimes you do kindlings. Just practicing, you know, how this one works, and because I like it. Anyway, thank you very much, have a nice time, see you next time, bye.